I got 5 on it.
Welcome to Podcast 5, where we get to talk about debunking myths and truths about booking your flights.
That's true. We have a beautiful wine from France that is one of the most underrated, but one of the most delicious. And to keep on the whole flight theme, we have the 10 most luxurious airlines to travel on.
I love it. I'm ready.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do a quick little...
Yeah, please, because I need it.
Let's like regroup.
Yeah, it's been a late. All right. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We have something that I think is very, very interesting to talk about because there's a bunch of myths when it comes to how you book the cheapest flight for your travel. So I'm going to go right at it, babe. I'm going to go for the number one myth, I think, in my opinion, because I still have that in my head. So myth number one, are Tuesdays the cheapest days to travel?
So midweek tends to be a little less, nothing astronomical. And the reason being is that usually weekend people are home and that's when they have time to book. So the flights fluctuate. But the reality is that every 30 minutes, it's constantly changing. So that's why we can only hold your ticket for so long, or you may see it for a price and then you go back onto the computer, an hour later and it's a different price. But Tuesday tends to be a little bit less, but nothing astronomical. And that's not necessarily always the case.
So that myth is...
I'm not like...
So that myth is debunked.
Yeah, I don't see it, I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if it's like fully deep.
I'm not going to lie. I'll tell you when the most expensive day to buy is when you're like really drunk on wine and you get inspired.
And you start making plans with your friends.
Start making plans and then you start booking. So that always comes back. And when you're sober up, you realize,
what did I do?
What you did. So Tuesdays, not necessarily cheaper.
You're more sober.
Drunk is definitely more expensive. Okay, so here's another myth.
I just want to say something. The notes that I have are not his notes. I don't know what I'm looking at because once again, Franco gave himself better notes. So I'm going to share.
We're sharing notes. Sorry, because the printer didn't print out what I gave to her. So babe, the myth that and this is going back to the whole conspiracy theory thing, incognito on your browser helps you find cheaper fares.
I don't know about cheaper fares, but I do recommend to always clear it. I do.
Well, clear your cookies?
Clear your cookies.
I love my cookies. I love cookies.
Because I have noticed sometimes booking on my own, even on the travel agent side, that I've noticed some things. But I just think it's good to just clear it and get a fresh... So
it's not necessarily true, the myth of incognito, but you do believe that less cookies equals better fares.
I do.
Well,
I do.
I'm going to eat my cookies anyways.
I see mostly with like hotels.
With hotels? Look at that, guys. Guys, again, travel advice.
Yeah.
All right. So here's another one. This is a good one because I actually think this is true and I could be completely off. But the myth of if you book your flights super far in advance, they're going to be cheaper.
Yes and no. So is it cheaper on your pocket? 100%. We are a large family. People think it's crazy that we are booked in a year in advance. You have to buy 5 to 6 plane tickets. It's expensive. So yeah, you want to buy your tickets as far out in advance. However, there are different seasons where the flights, you get a better deal. So they do fluctuate. So I have to say that it's not necessarily true.
Okay, so that myth is debunked because it's more of seasonal than days out.
Yes, but there is a window that they always say, like, what is it, like domestic? They say 6 to 8 months. And I think it's the same for international. I want to say. I don't know.
I always thought that the farther.
No.
Okay, so
and also too, supply and demand, right? So obviously you want to go we see it because we go to Italy a lot. So when we want to go the week or two before Thanksgiving, we can get airline tickets for like $400 round trip. The same flight we're talking about in June is somewhere anywhere between $1,400 to even $2,000 round trip.
Yeah.
So obviously the season that you go is gonna change on that flight. I know that summer flight is not gonna go any less than $1,400. It's just not. The timing. So I do say 6 to 8 months is a good booking.
Okay, so
international.
so I think I'm leaning towards that seasonal thing. I have to agree with you on that one. This next one, this is pretty interesting. Direct flights, do they equal nonstop?
No, they don't.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Because like I read that, I'm like, direct flight. So I don't know if I'm directly going towards my wife.
Yeah.
I'm not stopped, right? Like that's the way I think.
So there's like a wording that if you're looking, and now it's easy to do multi-city. That's a very new thing that you can do, that you could fly into one city and leave another, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a direct flight. So if it's a direct flight, you actually want to put non-stop. There's a difference because yes, you may have a layover somewhere.
So you could have a direct flight, but not necessarily be nonstop.
Exactly.
Got it. So the truth, they're not the same.
No, they're not.
Okay, so direct flights do not equal nonstop.
No.
Got it. That's so confusing. It's like law.
There's like another, like a loop or a multi-city, or like it's like a circle chain. There's wording for it that we use in the travel world, but no, direct does not mean nonstop.
Okay, I hope you guys appreciate what we're doing here, because like, let me tell you something. I'm like, it's confusing. It's very confusing. Okay, so budget airlines are always cheaper.
No, that's not the truth.
Well, I could tell you from an emotional standpoint, they're not. Okay? And the reason why, and I'm going to call it out. I'm sorry. I know you don't like me calling out things, but I'm going to call it out. Spirit Airlines. The reason why they call it Spirit Airlines, because you're praying to Jesus, the Lord, Savior, that you want to get the hell out of that.
So here's the thing with budget airlines, and there's a bunch of them. There's even like JetBlue is another one, and I like JetBlue. I don't have a problem with JetBlue.
JetBlue is actually one of my favorite budget airlines.
Southwest or Spirit, and now there's Frontier to Europe. Okay, so that's another budget one. You could fly from Miami to London, I think, for like $200 sometimes. It's crazy. But here's the thing: that is just your base flight.
Yeah.
And then where they get you is your spacing in your seats. So that would be like another $50. Let's say it's even.
And your check bag.
Your check bag, even your carry-on now, they're starting to charge. And for all airlines, they're going to be charging even check bags pretty soon. So that's the whole thing with the budget. So for instance, going to New York, and you may get a great $150 plane ticket. And you're like, oh, it's wonderful. But then you're like, oh, but I need to do a checked-in bag because it's cold. I need jackets. And so that's an extra $100. So you're just better off going through American or Delta and getting that baggage already on there and not have to worry about paying.
Yeah. So basically all these additional fees are probably going to end up costing you what?
More money.
Well, yeah. So there you go. It's all that headache. No, forget it. It's not. And no, yeah. It's like, yeah. No. There, it's done. That myth is dead. Please.
Get ready to start paying for all luggage carry-on pretty soon.
Carry-on?
Yeah.
Or check-in?
Check-in and carry-on.
Oh, wow. That sucks. Okay. Well, guys, sorry. Sometimes we have to give you some bad news. And that's shitty news. What, could I say shitty?
I don't think you should.
Okay, well, I'm bleeping it out in post.
Got it.
Okay, so this is one that I always have an argument with her about. Okay, the myth that one-way tickets cost more than round trip.
Yes, they do. Sometimes they cost the same amount of money.
So that myth is true.
That is true. So this is the weirdest thing, and I find this so silly. One-way tickets are usually the same amount of money than round trip tickets. Okay.
So why do you sometimes buy that? Like,
I don't buy that.
Oh, you don't?
No. As a matter of fact, our daughter she still has a ticket back to Europe because it was cheaper to buy her a round trip ticket than to buy her a one-way ticket. So she has a ticket to use before June.
Before June, we have to tell her.
Because
Because
it's just send her in Europe. Yeah. So no. And then the other thing too, some people are like, oh my God, that's such a cheap flight, right? And it's because there's two layovers. So I don't, understand the logic of
Yeah.
like that to me just doesn't make any sense. But some people don't mind the layovers, and they don't mind switching 2 or 3 planes to get to where they have to. So you're paying more for convenience. So the direct flights are going to be more money than the layovers.
That baffles me. Wow. Well, go round. Oh, so basically, and I'm going to kind of recap. Round trip, right?
Direct.
And direct.
One way.
One way. Wait. No.
One way. So
no, you don't want to go one.
No, you want a round trip.
You want a round trip.
Nonstop. That's going to be
round trip, nonstop. Just remember that because it's confusing. It's confusing. I'm not going to lie. Okay, there you go. We're saving you money. So if you don't put comments on here and like us and subscribe, I don't know. I don't know what else you need from us. Babe, this is our last myth.
Can I read it? Am I not?
Yeah, no, babe. My notes are your notes.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so last minute deals still exist.
They do. Oh, yeah.
So that's a myth that still exists.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
But they're not as often as they do, right?
No, I don't believe that. I think they're still out there, but you have to be looking for it. It's almost like if you are a huge shopper and you know that a specific bag is going to go on sale and you're going to keep an eye out and monitor it, right? So I think the same thing happens with travel. I think you need to be on it, look out for deals, specials, and stuff like that. And also too, if you go through a travel agent, not only do we get you deals, we
travel
get extra perks that go along with those deals sometimes.
Yeah, so that's a good segue to end our segment. Please, guys, if you're thinking of booking your travel, contact Dorian Destinations. We'll be more than happy to help you with any of your needs, plane tickets. We'll be here to clarify all these misconceptions of airfare. So that was a great segment. I like it.
I love that.
So now we're going on to our second segment, which is my favorite. This is the wine of the semana or week.
It's really pretty.
It's really pretty label. So basically, I'm going to now butcher it. Okay, so this wine is the Pierre-Yves Perthuy Muscadet wine. Fantastic. It's from Lori Valley. And I can't wait to tell you a fun fact about this. The way they make this wine is pretty interesting. This is great for like seafood. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I had lobster right now. I wish I had lobster. This is a family-owned winery, by the way, in Lori Valley in France. Okay, it's in the Lori River, in the middle stretch of the Lori River. But the way they make this, there's a traditional way of aging wine, which is interesting. It's called sur lie. So sur lie aging means on the lees. So this technique is basically the way they age it is it's in contact with the dead yeast cells, which is lees, which is insane, to enhance the complexity and body of the wine.
Really nice.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
It's nice. It's subtle.
Great.
Yeah, I freaking love it.
Slightly fruity, but not sweet. I don't know how to.
No, yeah. It has that hint of
like a pear,
an apple.
But it's not citrusy.
Yeah,
it's not acidic at all. It's a really nice wine.
Well, another thing that they do, by the way, it's called a terrier expression. Sorry, and again, I'm butchering.
You did good.
Thank you.
Terrier.
So basically, what that expression is basically it's the unique characteristics of the actual environment and geographic territory of where that wine is made. So that's another thing that I love about this wine. Again, it's super underrated. It's not super popular, but it is amazing. And it's great for seafood. So if you guys are going to do a little picnic in France or maybe just in whatever, Kentucky, doesn't matter. Get this wine. It's amazing. I can't pronounce it, but you will have the name in the down here in the video. And please check it out because it's have some lobster with it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Cheers.
So now on to
the best airlines.
Most luxurious.
Airlines.
This is going to be, I'm going to put the notes right behind the wine. so we could do this, because this is something that I need to talk about. Here we go.
Go ahead. You go first.
All right. So I'm gonna tell you the number one, or not number one, the first one in our list, Singapore Airlines. Okay. According to our sources, the first class is $8,000 a ticket, and economy is about 900 plus. Okay. But the reason why it's worth your money.
Go ahead. Keep talking. Go ahead.
Well, I was, but now my notes went.
Where's our money?
Because it has like showers, it has spas, it has amenities in that Singapore Airlines that you cannot live without. I'm telling you, like, I will pay $900 to fly to Singapore just to do the spa in an airline.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, hold on.
We're gonna go back to our notes.
I know, but I want to go to my notes.
Go to your notes.
Why? What are you doing?
I want you to keep that up there.
Okay.
Go.
That's a bonus.
That's a bonus. Yeah.
Okay. You can't be changing my notes. All right. So the next.
Obviously, Emirates, right?
Yes.
Know about.
Been dying for that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. So 20,000.
No.
What?
$10,000.
I was on the wrong.
Yeah, I know.
I see. I need my glasses. 10,000 for first class, and economy 750.
750. So if you want to fly Emirates, yeah, the Emirates is not bad when it comes to the economy.
Huh.
But if you
want the shower, the spa,
the spa, onboard lounge, and Bulgari amenities. Bulgari amenities. You got to go Emirates.
All right, you do that one.
Etihad Airlines, never heard of them. But when I did my research, this is what blew me away. Okay,
that was
$20,000 for first class.
It said,
yeah. Okay, check this out: $20,000 for first class. $600 is not bad for economy, but the first class gives you a 3-bedroom suite with butler service. $20,000 flying in this airline.
That's amazing.
Etihad Airlines. Okay.
Yeah. Qatar Airways. So the Q suite is 7,000 and economy is 800, which is not bad at all. And it's fully enclosed with suites and dine in on demand.
That's what I'm talking about. I like the dining on demand. Yeah, as a matter of fact, they'll go broke with me. So Qatar doesn't want me on their airline because that dine on demand, I will definitely take advantage of. So the next one on our list, and going back to the Pacific because I'm dying to get there, is Cathay Pacific. First class is about 7,000 and economy is 700. What's great about them is that they have like champagne, bespoke bedding, meaning that you could choose your cotton threads based.
It's really nice.
Yeah, like you could really like pass out and snore with class. That's my type of.
So is this an acronym or is that the name?
I think it's an acronym because it's all Nippon Airways, but it's ANA.
Oh, ANA. So yep, it's all Nippon Airways. It's Japanese cuisine. Oh my God. It has beautiful wooden accents, and the first class goes for 9,000 and economy is 1,000.
Yeah. Insane, right?
Yeah.
Japanese cuisine just sold me.
Yeah.
So here's another one. Lithuania. What is it? How do you pronounce Lithuania? Lusansan. I can't pronounce it, but it's there. It's graphically there for you. Again, my pronunciation sucks. I can't read, folks. I apologize. But the first class is 6,500. Economy is about 950. But you have a dedicated terminal, a luxe lounges, and caviar service. Okay, so just getting on the plane is a luxury in that one.
So we have done the next three, but not first class. So Air France, La Première, and the first class is 10,000, and economy is about 850. Personal escort and Michelin star chefs.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it's the chefs. It's the food people. It is
one Air France multiple times.
So Air France,
the ones that goes to our home in Italy. The next one we have flown as well.
Yeah, so the Swiss International Airlines, definitely 8,500 for first, 800 plus for economy. Again, Swiss
The food is really good.
dinings, gourmet menus, limo transfers if needed for your first class. So definitely worth it. I like the Swiss Airlines.
I like it too. That's one of my favorites.
I prefer Swiss over Air France, but that's just me. But yeah, it was great. All of them are great. I'm not gonna lie. It's just one preference over the other. Then our last but not least,
which we just recently flew, which was British Airways, and it's actually not bad. 6,000 for first and 700 for economy. Elegant cabin design, plush bedding. And I actually enjoyed it. And any issues with it?
No, I like British Airways. It wasn't too bad. I don't know. I think like if I had the money to go first class, which one would you pick from that 10?
I don't need the residence. I have to be. I just want to be comfortable.
No, you know what? I disagree with you. I think I want to have that 3-bedroom suite.
No,
I do. If I was rich, I will do the 3-bedroom.
I'd be happy with like Singapore. I just want a private suite.
Right. Okay, so you don't want a 3-bedroom. You just want a 1-bedroom.
No, because that means like if I had 3-bedroom, that means I have you and the kids with me.
Oh, so you want to go solo traveler, which is episode 4 about.
Why can't we like have our own seat? Like, why do I have to be adjointed?
You're not adjointed. You just you and me in one bedroom, and then the other bedroom is the kid.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that. But I do want to give a shout out. We did Virgin Airways a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I felt like we were in a disco in the sky. So that was kind of fun and entertaining, I have to say. And then I would like to put this company on the map.
Is a bonus.
This is a bonus. And it is called La Compagnie, which is a French airline. But here is the bonus part about this. It's only 75 seats, and every single seat in the plane is business class. So everyone's paying the same price for the same ticket, whether you're in the front, middle, or the back, and all of it's business class. Comes with champagne, and it's amazing. So it only flies from Newark to Milan, as well as to Paris. And 2026, it looks like they're opening up another one. Rumor has it that it is going to be here somewhere in Florida. So maybe Lauderdale, West Palm, or maybe even Miami. And it flies directly to Milan. So every seat is first class, is business class, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And their prices go starting around $1,500 round trip. So
that's not bad.
No, and I would just want to give them a shout out because I got to learn a little bit about their company this past couple weeks and months doing trade shows with other travel agents. And so I just wanted to put them on the map. So we'll put that information in the bottom as well. But if you book with me, I get a special price. So just want.
But you know what you brought up? Yeah, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, my love. But you were doing some research on some like even renting your own private plane.
Yes. So you can actually charter your own plane. And it sounds expensive if you think about the price, but if you count the people and you divide it up, it's actually not that expensive and they're very affordable. So I work with charters that do US, but I'm also working with a lot of charters in the UK that fly throughout all of Europe. And it's like half the price than it would be for the US. So if you want information for that as well, I have.
So let me tell you something.
Imagine your whole family.
Yeah. Like what you just said right now, if you're going in a big group or you're going with a big family or a lot of adults, a lot of families, that you could split this in a private
It's
plane?
Just your people.
Oh my God. Why? Why haven't we seen this before? Because we have a lot of friends.
We do. So
I mean, when I was single, I didn't have a lot of friends. But now that I'm with you, I have a lot of friends.
So those options are out there. I just don't think a lot of people know about it.
Yeah, I think, you know what? I think we should do an episode, honestly, of the more attainable luxuries in travel, right?
Yes, I mean, I would love to say you can even charter your own yachts in Europe.
So I think that's gonna be our one of our next episodes. Yeah,
our next episode, maybe.
No, our next episode is already done. But we will do this episode because I think it's worth it. I think a lot of people don't understand that luxury
is affordable. And it's attainable. I think that's a good word.
Yeah, it's attainable.
It's not so much affordable, but I think it's more attainable than what others think for it to be.
Agreed. So there you have it, folks. Episode 5. I got 5 on it. In the books. We did it. All right. Hopefully we go from 2 to.
Anyway,
I know, because it's holding up my notes.
I literally had hashtags and no notes on what we were talking about.
Okay.
Today.
So, you know what I sent you? I think I probably sent you the. I know what you printed out. Anyways, so ching ching to our episode 5. Thank you, everyone. And again, just a reminder: subscribe, follow, comment, and our page if you find this information useful. And if there's a topic that we're not covering that you want us to cover, please make this interactive. Please be nice to everybody. Please be nice to us. No need to be nasty on social.
Did you get something?
Yeah, I got that. Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You read those?
Yeah, and they said that I gained weight from episode 1 to episode 3. So it's all the wine segments. But I will say this, that we are here for you. We do love travel, and we want to make your experiences a memorable one. So
Fun.
So please reach out to Dorian Destinations for your next travel.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Babe, you know,
Ciao.
it makes you gain 10 pounds.
No, they said I look like I'm 250. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.